Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is time to talk about performing. So, I'm going to do my lesson today talking about preparing for your recital, preparing for your concert, preparing for whatever you're preparing for. And this conversation is mostly going to be talking about like the week before you're doing a performance and, of course, day of performance. So, that's what I guess I'll call this. So, as we're talking about the week before a performance, as you're fine touching details, getting ready to do your recital, do your concert, or do whatever, hopefully by then you've decided to an extent what you're going to wear. Hopefully, you're not going to wear what I'm wearing. Not today. I'm not dressed to perform. Today I'm dressed to camp out in a music studio and teach other kids, teach you guys, work with you guys. So I'm dressed for comfort. But for you, for your performance, you also want to dress comfortably but presentably, right? So whatever it is you're going to perform in, you need to practice in it. I'm going to say that hands down. You need to practice in it close to performance. If you bought something a few weeks ago, remember, a lot of you are kids. You may have grown. Oh, I've got my dress shoes. I'm going to wear those for the concert. And then you try them on and your feet are uncomfortable because you grew. So try on what you're going to wear to perform in. That's real important. You have to do that. Or, if you're going to borrow something, you need to try that on too. Whatever your situation is. Look at yourself when you're performing. Again, let me introduce you to one of my best friends in this room. Ta-da! The mirror. The mirror is important because the mirror doesn't lie. It's going to tell you what we want to know, which is, do you look okay standing up when you're playing whatever it is, when you're singing your song, playing your instrument? Or if you've got the mirror situated because you sit down when you play, is everything okay? When you sit down, did your pants hike up so much we can see a gap between your socks and your pants? Not good. Gotta adjust things like that. Have to adjust things like, are you wearing a skirt that, if you're up on stage, it's going to be of a questionable length? I would say it's always best to be on the conservative side when it comes to skirts, dresses, the length of it. Remember to wear something that we used to say back in my day, we'd say, well, don't do anything that would be embarrassing for Walt Disney. Well, these days, Disney Channel's gone cuckoo. So I would say wear something that would be appropriate if you were going to church with your grandma. That would be good because, grandma is probably of an age that's mature, like me. And, we don't want to be seeing you dress like you borrowed something out of your mom's closet or borrowed something that like you going to the club or something like that. You boys, again, I know one day you're short, the next day you wake up, you've grown a foot. So try on your shirt, make sure that you can tuck it in. If you're a guy, you need to be tucked in for the performance, period. Make sure that when you sit down, like I said, that your pants don't hike up where we can see a gap between your socks and the pants. This is important. You want to look good. You want to look the part. You want to look professional. Wear a belt. Men, wear a belt. Girls, no, you don't have to wear a belt. You can get away with it because we have, different constituencies that I'm going to be talking about. So yeah, as long as we're talking about things that are politically acceptable to wear in a performance, girls, I'm going to talk to you straight up. Ladies, young ladies, you're a kid. We don't want to see you trying to look like you're 30. Don't wear a bunch of makeup. If you don't wear makeup, don't wear it the day of the performance, please. You're young, you glow, you're gorgeous. Makeup's for old women like me who are trying to hide, sunspots and wrinkles and, and those kind of things. You don't need it. Don't wear it. Don't do it. If you don't practice with rings on your hands, don't decide the day of the show, I'm going to dress up, I'm going to wear Mama's ring. Mama's ring could throw your whole performance off. I'm just going to say, if you don't practice in it, don't wear it. That's important. Hair. Let's talk about hair for a minute. Okay, your hair should not be getting in the way of your performance. What do I mean by that? Miss Beth, that's cray-cray. Well, we're talking about like if you have long hair and it's falling forward, getting in your face where we can't see your face, that's a problem. Another thing we don't want to see in a performance is your hair getting caught in your instrument. Excuse me. You know, getting your hair caught in your ukulele strings, your guitar strings, whatever. Your hair is kind of distracting you while you're singing. Make sure your hair is out of the way. Very important. See what I just did? I hydrated. Now, I'm hydrating the wrong way. What you should be hydrating with is water. Make sure you have water. Drink a lot of water. The week before the performance, leading into the performance, water is your friend. Not soda, and not greasy, crappy food like this. We want to make sure we're taking good care of ourselves so that when you perform, you're at your best. So make sure you're eating healthy. Eat a salad. For sure. Make sure you're taking care of yourself, that you're not eating a lot of greasy food, stuff that's going to clog you up later. It's not good. We want you to be at your best for everything, not just your playing, but your body, taking care of things, all these things. Now, ladies, getting back to that, if you're eating a bunch of stuff like this, greasy things, what does that tend to do to our skin? If you're a teenager, you know what I'm talking about. If you're a little kid, you're going, huh? Oh. But if you're a teenager, you know what it's going to happen to you. You're going to start breaking out. And then you're going to be the day of the show going, you could have avoided it if you just took care of yourself. So don't forget to take care of yourself. That's real important. All right. Well, I've got all sorts of topics that I can talk about like this, but let's just summarize what all I've covered so far in this video, talking about taking care of yourself and your appearance, because all that's important. Practicing in what you're going to wear for the performance, making sure it fits. If it doesn't work, the sleeves are too tight, the sleeves are too long, the sleeves are too short, whatever it is, make sure you come up with a plan B, something that's going to work for you to wear so that it looks nice, it's presentable, and it's not distracting to your performance. Okay? All right.